What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Should I break it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Veteran Gaming. I am Aaron and today we're going to be talking about Eternal Evolution and frankly the craziest class of heroes inside of Eternal Evolution. And you've probably already guessed it, but we are going to be talking about the summoners. These guys are wildly successful in almost every single game mode that is out there. And I know what you're thinking, Aaron, there's no way in roughly every single game mode, but I'm obviously going to go ahead and prove it to you. So we're just going to start jumping into stuff, and I'm going to show you that you can take out pretty much every single thing in this game with a group of summoners. And my point to all this is that when you are just starting out in Eternal Evolution, your mid game, or even if you're late game and you didn't know everything that they are capable of, there are not a whole lot of areas inside this game that you can't take out with a summoner class. So if you are just now getting into Eternal Evolution, other than Leo, who is always going to be my #1 most important character until they release somebody even crazier, summoners are going to be #2. Daniel and Ampu are huge, but summoners in general are going to get a ton of stuff done for you. So as you can see here, this is a melee only dungeon, the Terra Dome, but as long as you're summoning with Senway inside, Daniel's going to shoot his bear inside no matter what. As you can see, they're crushing through the damage. I mean, Senway was a little low because I forgot to put him on manual to summon his shadow inside of the blue circle, because otherwise he won't, but you'll see his damage start to pick up. But even though none of the, well, I guess Muka is, but I could take Muka out if I wanted to. Muka's a little handy just because he does do a good job of taking damage since he's pretty much the only melee summoner. But you can get through all of this content without a true tank, without a Vanguard, you know, maybe just with Muka. As you can see here, though, 2.5 minutes left. All we got to get through is this. So I'm going to stop because that's all we need. It's very clear that they can get through that content. We'll go ahead and jump into Disa, and I'm going to try to throw in some different summoners here so that you guys see the whole crew in action and what they can do. Let's go ahead, Disa, and that was Terra Dome at 15. This is Terra Dome, or Disa Caves at 15. Everybody get out of there. Let's throw in summoners. Sure, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I doubt I even need the summoner commander for Disa Caves. And I am 240, but the only one I have hyper evolved is Senway. He's the only one I have hyper evolved out of any of these people. So you can get a lot of work done with these heroes at lower level. But we'll just go ahead and place this on auto. Serena's doing a good job tanking here. If you didn't know that Serena can tank Disa Caves, she absolutely can once you get her exclusive levels up. But if you needed to, you could put this on manual. Daniel can take out that healing drone. You can focus some damage. But we are, what, 20-something seconds into the fight. It's at 50%. Don't need to continue here. You guys can obviously see that it gets done there. Sinsaro Marsh is going to be really easy because it's AoE focused again. So you're going to use your Senway. You're going to use your Daniel. Throw in Ampu. Let's see what we got here. Can probably... You don't even need a tank. So let's take out all our energy boys and girls. Excuse me, Falvea. I love you, and I think you know that. Perfect, whatever. Go Gadget. Don't care about the commander. You don't even need him. They're so strong in so many ways. The Madness gear that just came out for Summoner is going to help a lot for some of them. Senway, it didn't really seem to help that much, but I didn't have a chance to test on an AoE dungeon today. I just showed that Daniel, though, Daniel is a big boost for PvE. Oh, cow, I killed it. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just rambling. All right, so there's Sinsaro Marsh, obviously. Let's go ahead and bump on down here to the Cotosian Triangle. Surely I couldn't do Roulette of Truth at the highest level with summoners, is I'm sure what you're saying. But I think I can. I think I can. So again, we're gonna make sure that we put, this is a little bit harder content, obviously. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that Daniel there is, might want to change Maserati, but we'll see. The one thing that we want to do with Daniel is when he summons those drones that pump out the damage on the side, we want to make sure that Daniel's bear is hitting them, making sure they're in range, which Daniel needs to be in that top left spot to make sure he can hit the top one and the bottom when they summon. But I actually went with this particular lineup to get it done because frankly, if I use the other summoning lineups that do more damage, I can't keep the heals up. He goes down so quickly that he's hitting these summonings at 75, 50, and 25. And so Varley and Maserati can't keep the healing up. They don't get everybody to full before he summons again and does more damage. So this lineup, even though it's a little bit slower on damage, actually works more consistently because the healers have time to get all of the heroes back up to full health. So as you can see, when we got to like 80%, I held off with Daniel because I want to make sure his ultimate is available when the little buggers are summoned. So there we go. Daniel will take out that one up top. And then everybody else is going to kind of work on the bottom one. There we go. They're both down. Now we can go right back on the boss. The healers are going to get everybody right back up. And it's simply rinse and repeat. So there you go. You can use summoners to take out the highest level of Roulette of Truth. We'll go ahead and bounce out of that. I'm pretty sure, as you guys can see, they were back up to full health again. We were at 60%, so we had time before they came out at 50%. So there you go. Get some new gear at the absolute highest level with summoners and a melee-only dungeon. I mean, obviously in the Mirage space, it's a summoner specific, so you're going to use summoners there. Crimson Rot's a little bit more difficult because the Crimson, the big spider there, actually will kill. It put out enough damage to kill Daniel's bear. Senway's ad will live, so I'm going to try to test it. And I'll put in the comment section of this video tomorrow if they can pull it off or not. I kind of think they'll struggle just because of the damage, but I don't know. Maybe Skur and Hati and Senway and Ampu can get it done on the AoE damage. Like I said, I'll try to check it out and then get back to you. And then obviously the Crimson Abyss is summoner specific again, so they can get that done, no problem. And in the arena, everybody is going to have at least one team, hopefully, of summoners. I'm just going to throw it in something a little lower. So you're going to have your Vanguard team, you're going to have your summoner team, and then you're going to have your assassins. And I actually have a summoner on my Vanguard team too to try to lock down anybody they go against. If there's a Bailey or assassin crew or even another Vanguard crew they go against, it's going to lock them down. Again, I'm just going to skip through. I don't need to belabor the point too much more, but right there, win, summoner team, and then summoner helps the Vanguards win also. So, man, is that everything? I mean, that's what? Every single one here. Summoners can take out the top level. Katosian Triangle, summoners can take out the top level. Summoners are specific to Mirage space, so they have to. Crimson Rot is a little bit questionable, but they can still get a lot done. Crimson Abyss, obviously summoner specific. They're going to help you out in your Ancient Altar. Obviously, the second one, where the boss prioritizes damage to summoners, is going... I accidentally used all of them today, but you know what I'm talking about. That second boss, let's see here. Yeah, this guy. Attack damage to the target, prioritizing summons. So they're going to help you out in Ancient Altar. Also, Twilight Lands, they can bust through the energy bond. They can get the summoning bonds. They help out so much every single place in this game. Story instance, Daniel, Ampu, absolutely massive for accounts. Guys, Leo is the priority. After that, summoners, summoners, summoners. And I'm slapping the microphone. But let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Other than Daniel and Ampu, it kind of depends on how your account goes. Sorvali, very strong supplement healer. I'm really starting to use her more and more. I'm excited to get her all the way up to Immortal. Skur and Hattie do some great AoE damage, and they also add a little bit of damage mitigation because they have a melee up there taking damage. Muka getting stronger and stronger. I know a lot of people are saying at the very highest level of Twilight, that you can't get it done on the Summoner Bond without Amuka at EX30. So I just got him to Immortal 4 today. I'm going to start putting more work in there. Kalaza can be used absolutely in certain instances. I don't think the Madness gear works for Kalaza because it's a HP tick on your summons, and most of his summons, if they take any damage whatsoever, they disappear. But he can definitely be used in a lot of different scenarios. So there you go, guys. Sorry this is kind of a quick shotgun blast, but I don't want to waste a lot of your time. The main thing I want to emphasize is that summoners are wickedly strong in almost all of the content in Eternal Evolution. So if you're a beginner, get your Leo going and then get your summoner crew going. You will not be disappointed. I've demonstrated you can get it all done. So guys, if you enjoy the video, if you love the summoners, give a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss upcoming content like this. And as always, have fun. Good luck.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.